How are you, by the way?
I'm doing very good.
So
well,
we did your surgery
Yesterday.
Yesterday,
Yes.
and was it painful or
No,
something?
not at all. It was actually very smooth. A smooth operation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you did not take any antibiotic or any
No,
medication
I-
post surgery?
No, I took the pills that I got. I don't know. It was
Painkiller,
painkillers.
just a painkiller.
Yes, painkillers. So I took the first painkiller
painkiller.
in the evening,
Yeah.
and then I took one in the morning.
And do you have pain?
Nothing.
Nothing. So
Yeah.
you don't need to take it.
No, I don't know. If I could, I
Don't
would
take-
gladly cancel
Stop
it.
it,
Yes,
stop
I would prefer
And
that.
no antibiotics.
No antibiotics, no nothing.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So you are a healer. We discussed about this and a lot of things. So
Yeah, I mean it's healing, right?
it's healing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, even I did not take any medicine when I did my surgery.
Oh,
I told
wow.
you that day.
Yeah.
Not a painkiller also,
Yeah.
and no pain. It healed very nicely.
But is it common that it would be painful, or?
No, not much. Some people can have
Because I looked at other YouTube videos, and some people are very swollen
swollen
and
yes.
also a lot of pain.
Yes.
So
But
I-
we don't see anything of that sort.
No, I'm so happy for that.
Yeah. Yeah, even me too. I did not get any swelling or
Oh, wow.
a big pain or something like that. In
Ah.
fact, when I did my surgery, next day I was here operating a patient
wow.
again the very next day.
No.
And secondly, I played a tennis tournament
Wow.
4 days after the surgery and I won it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So this was your pre-picture we can see over here.
Yes.
And this was your donor, and we can see there was thinning in the crown as well.
Mm-hmm.
This whole area was quite thinned out, and if we take a look with the band pictures, which show us more clear, so we can see it was extending up
Yeah,
here,
totally.
and this portion was also quite bald. Okay, yeah, so this way. So we decided that, I know you were very apprehensive about getting the hairline low, and you did not, you wanted me to do this much work over here.
Yeah.
And though I insisted little bit, and you were not really very keen on getting work on
It
temples.
was. I felt it was not necessary.
Yeah, but I insisted.
Yes,
because
you
I
did.
thought that would give you a better shape. So that's the condition of your donor.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see if we zoom it, we can see there are the grafts are good. So this is the demarcation which we have made for safe and unsafe donor zone. So obviously above this we can't go. So we did the entire extraction below this, and now if we see this is your post-transplant picture, and that's how it looks. That's the distribution of grafts which I have done. So obviously these areas needed more grafts. This area, the frontal area, I have given some volume to your frontal forelock. Then this area you had better hair, so
Yeah.
just a little placement. This portion just dispersed it, and majorly you had.
You
thickening
placed
crown.
it there as well.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So see, this is the temple which I have made. So it just a bit of it,
Ah.
but that will really have a big impact on the overall outcome of your looks. And as you wanted that receded kind of look, I'm giving
Yeah.
you that receded kind of look. Just a little bit of temple work, and obviously it's not a straight line which we have drawn. So once these hair grow, and we have used softer hair in the hairline,
Yeah.
so this will give you a great look once all these hair grow. And that's the donor.
Mm-hmm.
And this was on the day of surgery. Now if we see, we'll find it like even better healed. So that was the day of surgery picture. This is today's picture. If you see, now it is healing. So it's healing. We can already see it's healing.
Yeah.
There are little scabs, even the and as we can see, there is no swelling.
And do you think it will continue to be no swelling, or?
Maybe if you get a little, I don't see it coming.
Mm.
Okay, I don't see it coming. And see, the donor has also started healing,
Yes.
and healing pretty well.
Yeah.
So overall, and that's the crown.
But that's amazing that
Yeah.
you did the crown there.
Because I wanted to do this. This
Yeah.
was empty, and you told me
Yeah.
that I want. So I covered the entire crown,
Mm.
and moreover, see, the important aspect of your transplantation is the post transplant treatment.
Mm.
Since you are a healer,
Mm.
you know how your body. I mean, you can take care of your body with
Mm.
meditation.
Yes.
We discussed it in length.
Yeah.
With good diet
Totally,
and
yes.
with a very good attitude
Mm.
called gratitude.
Yeah, and belief.
Yes.
I believe in myself.
The best thing in such cases is, and you are 39 years of age.
Yes, I am.
So the best part is, in such cases, I don't want to make you dependent on any medicine.
Yes.
So we discussed this before the transplant itself,
Mm.
that if we start finasteride,
Yes.
that means you can't stop it. You have to keep taking it,
Mm.
and you become dependent on it.
Yeah.
Plus, when you keep taking a medicine for a long period of time, the body, after some time, stops responding that way. So that's called tolerance,
Mhm.
and those issues can happen.
Mm.
No doubt, if I give you finasteride at this point of time, after the surgery, you will have amazing growth,
Mm.
and because all these miniaturized hair which are present in this area, and even in the area where I did transplant,
Mm.
you will
Yeah,
have.
because I still have the.
Yes, you have still there. See, I'll show you. You still had a lot of miniaturized hair throughout.
Mm.
So this was the most affected area. This was the least affected area.
Yes.
So, but frontal portion was affected, and I wanted to give you some kind of puff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I placed there. That's the reason I did not place much hair. And now what happens if we give finasteride? All these hair grow.
Mm.
Even if I don't put a single graft in this area, even if this grows. Okay. Now the thing is, as a patient, most of the patients actually don't know this,
Mm.
and across the globe. Like if I give you finasteride, you know the trick. I give you finasteride 1 mg, and whole of Sweden will
Yes,
be
exactly.
so amazed. Okay, oh what, Adam, what have you got? Come on, man, tell me, where did you get this done, man?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, you will be bound to the medicine,
Yeah.
which I don't want to.
And I don't want to be.
Yes, exactly. You are a free spirit.
Yes.
Why? So that's the reason I placed more grafts in that area, because that needs filling, and we are not getting any free hair out of finasteride.
Mm.
So that's now when a non-finasteride surgeon transplants, he thinks about the thinning zones, the transition zones where he actually needs to work and place the grafts, merging it.
Mm.
So I have merged this very nicely.
Yeah.
You can see even now. And the thing is, when a finasteride surgeon transplants, he says, okay, let me place this portion, let me get the hairline low, and this entire thing I can leave to finasteride.
Mm. Yes.
And that's the thing. So that's what makes a transplant really good. But maybe people might not be able to appreciate it. People who are so used to seeing finasteride results, they sometimes don't even bother. They don't want to even know this. But this is so important, because if a surgeon can do this without the medicine, you can just very well imagine what can happen.
Yeah.
Now again, important thing, you have many hair, small hair, even in apparently bald areas. So what happens, there are miniaturized hair, medicine improves hair in that area, and very very soft hair come out of out in these portions also, where we apparently see no hair.
Mm.
Now what happens when you see a hairline with full blown effect of finasteride after 6-7 months? You will see so many softer hair and so beautiful looking hairline.
Mm.
But now here comes the role of art.
Mm.
That if the surgeon has that art in his hands, he can create that natural looking hairline without the help of finasteride.
Exactly.
So as I did for myself, you can see my hairline,
Yeah.
no minoxidil, no finasteride, and it looks amazing.
Yes.
So, so we were just discussing my horoscope, my chart. I told you I have exalted Mars and exalted Venus.
Exactly.
So that's the thing responsible for that. Anyway, so okay, Adam, you came from Sweden all the way, and what made you come here?
I did my research. right? And I did my research. I went to clinics in Sweden. I went to clinics in Germany, and they showed me results. They showed me what they have been doing on other patients, and it was amazing work. So I don't say anything against that. But I was I'm a bit skeptical, and I asked them how, and then they told me this. They told me about the procedure. So the procedure would be we take 3,000 grams FUE, and we plant them, and then we put you on medication.
Some people told you 4,000 also.
4 or 3,000.
4 or 3,000.
Yes, and they promised me an amazing result.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I could take that.
Mm-hmm.
I could just say that, oh, yeah,
Like everyone else.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I researched Turkey, for example, and it's just in there and out.
Okay.
So it's like you take you get a consultation, and they say 3,000 grafts, and then you go there, they ship you there, and then you get out. It's like an industry,
Oh.
which for me is not attractive at all.
Okay.
I like this personal connection between the surgeon and the patient, and yeah.
And they, all of them told you that we'll be putting you on finasteride 1 mg and.
Yes, that's what they and I mean I when I searched the internet, I came it was to, I don't remember the YouTube channel, but they were talking about finasteride as well, and they actually said maybe 2 mg a month.
2 mg a month?
Yes,
Yeah.
because the 1 mg would actually be in your body for 1 month, and that I kept that as a reminder when I did my research, and yeah.
So you came across my videos also.
I came across your videos and I watched them, and you also was talking about finasteride, and yeah. Now I'm here, and now I'm done, and I'm happy with that. Yes.
Yeah, so you know what happens, it's not a phenomena which is seen only in Europe or only in US or other parts of world. It's there everywhere, Turkey, India, everywhere. Because the whole hair transplant industry is relying so heavily upon finasteride, and they promise something which is not practical, which is not possible. It can be the exaggerated number of grafts which they are promising, because by just doing FUE technique, that many grafts are not possible. But when you see the results, you see, yeah, they must have done 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. They promise crazy numbers. Everywhere they promise crazy numbers. But the thing is, everything is justified because patient can't say a word. Because
we don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
I mean, we come there and then they say something.
Exactly.
You are the professionals.
And
I am the amateur.
Yeah. And you can't differentiate between the hair which grew out of finasteride and which grew out of the surgery.
Yeah.
It's very hard. You can't differentiate. And because and smartly, these things are done simultaneously. Like they don't start finasteride before the transplant, 5-6 months before the transplant. Otherwise, you might not need it.
Yeah.
Half of the patients won't need it at all.
Yeah.
But they started after after the procedure. So when the hair's growth starts coming, patient does not know it. Is it coming because of it? He thinks, okay, it's coming because of transplant.
Yeah.
And he's happy. And what happens when after a year or so, patient stops the medicine, or after say 2 years, 2.5 years, the medicine stops working on the patient's head, then they don't realize that this was the actual transplant, and the rest was an illusion created because of the medicine. But then by that time it's too late, and unfortunately most of them don't even realize that at that point of time. So the purpose I'm making all these videos, and I'm really grateful that I have gratitude towards YouTube. We discussed
AI.
AI. So the artificial intelligence of YouTube is like God, and it will bring everything in front of you, whatever you need, and you just have to tap into that frequency and you know, soften your grip on things and start believing. That's it. And it's about surrender. Whenever I do anything, I learn a lot from YouTube. My spiritual journey, and I guess yours also, you were telling me that day,
Yes.
depends a lot on YouTube. And we have, and YouTube or any other social media platform where you get information and everything is there, like everything from uh, 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 a small pin to moksha, everything. You can get whatever you want.
Exactly. That's, you can
Exactly.
get whatever you want.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's also important to ask yourself, what do you want?
Yes, exactly. So, my message would be, ask yourself, ask yourself what you want. Be
Exactly.
clear about it,
Yeah.
and you are done. You just have to wish from the bottom of your heart, with that putting your entire soul into it. And if you put your entire soul into anything, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. And the thing is, for those people who are doing their hair research, especially because hair means a lot to you at this point of time, that means your entire energy, your soul is there focused on hair. That means the energy levels and focus level are so high that you can turn anytime this into meditation, and that is it. So you solve the puzzle of hair for you, for yourself, you solve the puzzle of life. It's as simple. It's actually,
Yeah.
I have seen this, and I am solving the puzzles of my life through my journey, where I help others to solve their puzzles. I think I hope I'm clear. I'm not confusing you, but yes, that's how it is. So really great, and your hairline seems amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy. And right now it can only be better, right?
Yes.
So if I'm happy now, I mean,
Yes.
how would the results be in the future? I can't even imagine.
Yes, exactly. So see, again, an important message. Be happy with what you have, and surrender. When you have faith, whatever you are doing, don't just go anywhere. Just don't, because you have to do total surrender to the surgeon whom you are choosing, to the technique, whatever they are doing, and to the guidance, whatever they are giving you. Okay, so if you are not 200% sure about it, never commit. And once you commit, don't back up. Okay, and then just leave everything to your surgeon, to your mentor, and he will take care of the rest. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, thank you very
for
much.
believing us.
Yes,
Thank you
I'm,
so much.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks.
This time we did FUE because we had good donor, and we needed the grafts of choice, which we can place at hairline, or FUE gives us option to choose, cherry pick. FUT doesn't give me that option. So that's the reason why I had chosen FUE in your case. But suppose if the graft requirement was more, or if the donor was relatively weaker, then we would have opted for a combination surgery, MHT. Like
May I ask you how many grafts?
2750 we did actually.
2750.
Yeah. We decided to go for 25,
Yeah.
but that's okay from my side actually, because
Yeah, I
I
remember
wanted-
you told me as well, because when in the consultation,
Yeah.
I said no, I don't want to do the temples, and then I remember you said
I'll do it for
I will do it for free, and I said but it's not necessary, right?
but it looks good now.
It does.
So
And that's where I didn't surrender. I was just
Yeah.
clinging into
That was the last part.
my old self.
yes, you wanted that. I think you were a little skeptical about that because people would recognize or something.
Exactly.
Like, it would be just too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I had to
Yeah.
now, it's a huge difference. It's a
So
different
it won't be a huge difference now because it's not too low. We can see that picture.
person.
Now it would be like, many people might just ask the name of your hairstylist rather than asking the name of your transplant surgeon. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but do tell them my name.
Of course, I'm gonna spread the word. 100%.
Okay.
Every I mean my brother, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
he was actually the one that got me into this.
Okay.
So he lost his hair,
Okay.
and he lost it maybe say 10 years ago.
Okay.
He started to the hairline started to go up,
Mm-hmm.
and then he started to get bald, and he was panicking,
Mm-hmm.
and he started to take minoxidil, but I didn't care. You know, I had a full head of hair,
Mm-hmm.
and then my older brother also started to lose his hair.
Mm-hmm.
And my younger brother, he was, I want to do something about it. And then he started to talk about hair transplants.
Mm-hmm.
And he planted a seed in me, and then why not? And now I'm here, and he
Okay.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
And he was thinking, he had a colleague that wanted to go to Turkey. And I said, please wait until I done it. And then you can see the results. And
when the scabs fall, you will actually know the picture, and 13-14 days post transplant, it looks awesome. It looks amazing. You
Yeah.
will just feel
so
that
how
you
long
have-
would it take now? What is the time
Shedding?
frame?
See, the shedding period starts like 15 to 20 days after the surgery,
Okay.
and it continues for around 3 months.
Yeah.
So 3 months onwards, once 3 months are completed, then you actually start noticing growth.
Okay.
Yeah, but in some cases we do notice growth before that as well. But many a times, a lot of people see this growth in by the end of second or third month also.
Yeah.
But one has to be very careful, because if somebody is taking finasteride in the beginning from day one of surgery, the finasteride growth actually starts coming
Yeah.
too early. So sometimes people can have again unrealistic expectations. They can think, okay, that patient grew so much thick hair in 3 months time. Come on, that's finasteride, not transplant. So yeah. So but by the end of 8 months, usually 7-8 months, you get full growth, more or less full growth.
And what about minoxidil? What minoxidil did?
See, minoxidil is a medicine which can, which is obviously not a DHT blocker. It somehow improves the blood circulation in the roots. But now again, it is it makes you dependent, and it makes you tolerant also. So in in India, we have preparations across the globe. You will find 2% and 5% two strengths. Rogaine, you might be getting in your country also.
That's what my brother has.
Yeah.
Rogaine.
5%, 2%.
Yes.
Now in India, we have 7.5%, 10%, 12.5%, and 15%. So the reason why they had to increase the strength was obvious: tolerance. Because 5% wasn't working anymore. But generally, people don't want to accept this fact. And usually, what I have seen in my 20 years of practice, this tolerance thing with minoxidil won't give you regrowth what finasteride can give you.
It would just strengthen
Yes.
the
Full strength 1 mg. It's an amazing thing. You won't have needed me if you had taken finasteride 1 mg. Dosage of finasteride can be reduced in patients where we see we just want to sustain the existing ones, and we know we have done the transplant. So in those cases, the studies show that even if you use 0.2 mg finasteride a day, that works well. And in my personal experience, I have seen even if I give 1/8 the dose, it works. Okay, so that can stretch your period, the duration for which it works. That can reduce the side effect profile, and that's what I'm doing in my patients. But it won't give you that amazing growth which you get, wonderful illusion growth which finasteride 1 mg can do. So the surgeon does not get a photo opportunity. Surgeon cannot sell it.
Exactly.
So a lot of people, almost all the surgeons across the globe know this fact very well.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to giving results, they are relying heavily on 1 mg finasteride per day. Now what happens? Because a person who is coming to them after seeing the results has seen results of transplant plus 1 mg finasteride, not alone transplant.
No.
So they expect the same from the surgeon. Now if the guy is not ready to take the medicine, even a lot of surgeons refuse to operate, because they know they cannot do what they are showing. That's not them, that's finasteride.
Yeah.
And I really think, the guy who discovered this medicine finasteride, he and his family, if he's alive, or the family, should get some royalty out of these transplants which are based on finasteride. No, they deserve
100%,
royalty income.
Yes.
So, but the thing is, people take credits of everything that even with what they are not doing. But the thing is, it gives unrealistic expectations. So as far as minoxidil is concerned, again the dosage is important. The classically everyone suggests twice a day application, PD, twice a day. But what I have seen, in what I have been doing in my patients for quite some time now, I mean for almost 12 years, uh, I give them once in 2 days, once in 3 days.
Yes.
So that's how it keeps working for a longer period of time. And again, uh, which patient to give and which one not to. Suppose, because you are almost 40, and if there is a guy at 20 years of age with just 2 years of history where the disease progressed, so that means the genes are pretty active. I really have to do something fast to cover it up, to stop it. Otherwise, they'll be needing another transplant in a very short period of time. So in that, it becomes compulsion for me to add something. So I can go stepwise, maybe adding minoxidil in the first go, and then maybe increasing the strength of minoxidil, or maybe the frequency of minoxidil, and I buy some time separately through minoxidil. Then I bring finasteride into picture if needed. Not giving a blanket treatment to everyone and brainwashing their mind. Okay, you need it, we are giving this just to sustain the existing hair. It is doing much more than sustenance, much more than sustenance. So that's the, and for a person like me, there is just 5 years age difference between two of us. I'm 45. So I did not start minoxidil, neither minoxidil nor finasteride for myself. Good healthy diet, gratitude, maybe once a month derma roller, and once in a year PRP. That's my regime for people who are older, and where we really don't expect or fear hair loss to progress at a very rapid speed. So,
And in my case, what would you say? Medication?
you have you ever used?
Never ever.
Never
No,
ever.
No.
See, in your case, I think we shall continue with diet,
Yeah.
derma roller,
Yeah.
gratitude,
Hmm.
and at this point of time, let's not start minoxidil either.
Great.
Okay.
I'm very happy to hear that.
I'll give you a polypeptide serum. You can use that.
Yeah.
That's a kind of nutrition only. It won't make you dependent on the medicine.
Yeah.
And I think that should serve the purpose. In some course down the line, if we really need and see some thinning happening in the zones, we have baseline pictures, so we know what
Yes.
your original hair were,
Exactly.
and we can compare and
Yeah.
see. So in that situation, we can start later on also, if needed.
Perfect.
Yeah, great. And secondly, we will keep in touch, so that you keep sending your pictures from there, and maybe we'll have some kind of Zoom consultation,
Yeah.
so that I can also keep an eye. Keep
Yeah.
a track.
That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you. Take care.